Welcome to the radio video. This is another video part in my QSL series where I'm digitizing through YouTube all of my QSL collection. And at the same time, well, people that enjoy watching QSLs from other people, I actually enjoy it a lot. I sometimes will go through the internet and try to find QSL collections from other shortwave listeners and see what they received, the cards they received. And it's always nice to see the same card you have that someone else has, or someone has a card from a station you never received from. I always found interesting to watch other people's QSL collection. So this one, the first one, is for only members of the Radio Budapest Shortwave Club back in the 80s, 1988 QSL with the special card for Heinrich Hertz, which is one of the basically the founding, like I say here, they led to the use of electric magnetic waves with the different, the centenary of the experiments. And this is one of the main guys that makes radio possible today. So we should never forget these are important people that really made a big difference in the radio listening hobby. So this was a special card only for members of the Radio Budapest Shortwave Club. That was a special club that you had to send a certain number of reception report overall into like 6 months, and you'd become a member. They send you a diploma. It was really cool, and I was really happy the day I received that nice big diploma. It came in a tube. I remember that it was just so fascinating receiving a tube by mail and opening it and having that nice diploma. Then on the other side we have Radio Moscow, which is today, well, the Voice of Russia, which basically doesn't exist anymore because it was kind of removed from shortwave now. Radio Moscow in the era of the USSR time, always found it interesting to see that there were really not a lot of cars back then in the USSR days. And this is for Radio Moscow for a report of 30 December 1983 on 11840. And I remember 11840 was kind of a very important. They would like use this almost 24 hours a day. So if you wanted to listen to to Radio Moscow, you just tune your radio to 11840, and most of the time would give out good propagation. And here is at 1500 UT for 30 January 83, not January, December, sorry. And this one, a rare French language QSL. They had Tirana had these French, most stations, whatever language you had, they had QSLs that would pretty much be most of the time English or multilingual, or but this one was in French. And this is from Radio Tirana back in 12 April 83. This was my first QSL that I've ever received from them. And dear radio listener, we acknowledge and thanks received your letter. Data included in your reception report of our broadcast of 12 April 83, 2005 UTC. So Radio Tirana back in the days of the communist ruling. And this is my first ever QSL I had received from Radio Tirana back then. So this is very communist-like card, if you can say so. So this from Albania. Radio Tirana still on the air. You can listen to their broadcast in the evening at I think it's 0230 UTC on 7425. Reception is kind of a little difficult. I've tried a few times in the past few weeks. If you write them, I think sending an IRC or at least return postage is probably good, because the station seems to be really on the limits of their budget. So if you want to try for a QSL why not send an IRC in the envelope if possible, or try to send them something to give you a reply. And if hope you enjoy our QSL collection, and that it gives you maybe great ideas for sending out reception reports to stations. So thanks for watching 73.